Welcome back to my another video, and from this video we will be starting to discuss about the three dosh, and the Vat dosh is the first among the three dosh. Hence in this video we will be talking about Vat dosh in details. This video is divided into two parts. The first part and the second part. The first part we will be discussing about the basic properties such as nirukti, location, functions, synonyms and other features. Whereas in the second part we will be discussing about the description and location and functioning of each of the types of Vat in details. And the topics have been selected and have been made specifically by following into the instructions of the Kriya Shareera syllabus prescribed by the NCISM. So let's get started. Firstly, before studying any topic or any new word, we should always know its nirukti or its origin or etymological derivation. So we get the nirukti of Vat in Sushrut Samhita Sutrasthan. He, Acharya Sushrut, have mentioned that Tatra Va Gati Gandha Nayara iti dhatuhu. Now, what does this mean? Firstly, Tatra means it adds as a suffix, and Va Gati Gandha Nayara iti. There is a sandhi here, that is the Gati is one word, Gandhan is another word, and iti, these are the other parts. The main is the Gati and Gandhan. Now, what does the entire means? That Vat is responsible for Gati. Now, what does Gati means? Gati can be understood as any kind of movement, and Gandhan means any kind of initiation activities or enthusiasm. In short, Vat is responsible for initiating movement or and is responsible for enthusiasm. So this is the meaning of the nirukti of Vat, that is Tatra Vagati Gandha Nayora iti dhatuhu. Next, if we look into the synonyms of Vat, then the most proper synonyms or the most famous synonym that we often come across are Marut, Anil, Chal, Pawan and other. These words or these are the synonyms that we often get while studying Samhita and are used in place of Vat. So this is important, the synonyms of Vat. Next, let's study about the locations. Now, Acharya Vagbhat in Ashtanga Hriday Shutrasthan 12th chapter have mentioned that Pakvashay Kati Sakti Shrota Asti Svarshaneya Indriyam Sthanang Vatasya Tatrapi Pakwa Dhanang Visheshatah. Now this is a big verse. Let's study and do the sandhi of each of the word and understand its meaning. Firstly, Pakvashay, this is one word. Now what does Pakvashay means? In Ayurveda, Pakvashay, Pakwadhan and Pakvashay, these both the term are actually synonymous, as a result of which they Pakwadhan are sometimes used in place of Pakvashay. Now what is Pakvashay? Actually in Ayurveda it can be correlated with that of the small intestine, whereas some Acharya also compare it with that of large intestine as well. So it being one of the locations of Vat dosh. Kati. Kati means the pelvic region. Sakti or Saktini means thighs. Shrot. Shrot means ear. Asthi means bone. Sparshane Indriyam. Sparshan means actually touch and Indriyam mean organ. So Sparshan Indriyam means the organ of touch, that is the skin. Sthanang Vatasya means these are the locations of Vat dosh. Tatrapi, but Pakwadhanang Visheshatah. Now, actually, what does this mean? It is a very important term. Tatrapi Pakwadhanang Visheshatah. Now, it is mentioning or referring that Pakwadhan is the main site, or Acharya Vagbhat has considered Pakwadhan as the main site of Vat dosh. So these were the locations of Vat dosh according to Acharya Vagbhat. Now, if we look into Acharya Charak's opinion, then Acharya Charak have mentioned the thing that in Shutrasthan, Basti, Visheshana Vatasthanam. Now, if we look into Acharya Vagbhat's opinion, then he have mentioned Pakwadhanang Visheshata. Pakwadhan is being considered as the main site according to Acharya Vagbhat, whereas in Charak, or in Charak Samhita, Basti. Now what does Basti means? Basti is nothing but can be correlated with the urinary bladder, is being considered as the important or main site of Vata Dosh. So here lies the difference in the opinion among Acharya Bhagvat and Acharya Charak. So this is important to know this difference. However, in practice to practice or in daily life or in majority, the most of the Ayurveda scholar considers Basti to be the main side. Or Acharya Charak's opinion is being taken or being followed more dominantly, because when you will be studying more in Ayurveda, especially in second and the final prov, while doing the chikitsa part or any kind of other procedure, whenever there is Vatic dosh involvement or predominance of Vat dosh, the mainly Basti is selected. And the main treat and because Basti, since Basti is considered as the main site of Vat, therefore initiating treatment in the Basti will cure or uproot the disease from its very origin or grassroots level. We'll be discussing all this part later. Now let's come back to our original part. Now let's study the properties. Acharya Charak in Shutrasthan have considered the following to be the properties of Vat dosh. What are they? Rukshaha Shita Laguhu Suksmaschalo Atha Vishada Kharaha. And Acharya Vagbhat in Astangharida Shutrasthan have mentioned the following, that is Tatra Ruksha Laguhu Shitaha Khara Suksmaschalo Anila. Now almost both of them have said the same thing. Let's study each of them in meaning. Firstly, Ruksha. Now, what does Ruksha mean? Ruksha means something which is dry. Sheet means something which is cold. It means the bath will be cold in nature. Lagu, it will be light in nature. Sukshma, it will be subtle in nature. Chalo means it will be mobile in nature. And Vishad means it will be spotless and clear. The Vat dosh will be spotless and clear. And Khara means it will be rough in nature. So these are the properties that have been accepted or been mentioned by both the Acharya Charak and Acharya Bhagvat. However, one difference lies in them. That is if we look or closely observe the verse, then this Vishadaha, we don't get the reference of Vishadaha term in the verse of Acharya Bhagvat. So this creates the difference again between Acharya Charak and Bhagvat, that Charak have mentioned a gun extra, that is the Vishada. This is the contribution of Acharya Charak. Now, if we look into the others' opinion, that is Acharya Sushruta have also mentioned an additional property. Acharya Sushruta, worth mentioning that Acharya Sushruta have also mentioned this similar characteristic property, that is Ruksha, Shita, Lagu, Sukshma, all etc. and all the other features have also been mentioned by Acharya Sushruta. However, he has mentioned something extra, that is he have mentioned Avyakt and Vyakta Karma. These two are the contribution, or these two additional features is what makes Acharya Sushruta more additional and more detailed about the Vata dosh. Avyakt, now what does Avyakt means? Avyakt means which can't be directly perceived. Means we cannot perceive the Vata dosh directly. Definitely. Because Vata dosh is something which cannot be direct perceived nor felt, but however its action is something which can be known or felt. And Vyakta Karma means it does its function in Vyakt Avastha or in non-perceived stage. Another important feature Acharya Sushruta mentioned in Nidhan Sthan, that is the Rajogun. Now this is very, very important. Why? Because we know that as there are three gunas, that is the Sattva, Raja and Tama, and until now the guna that we have studied, that is the Ruksha, Shita, Lagu, Sukshma, Chalo, Vishada, Khara, Avyakt, Vyakta, Karma, these are nothing but the physical properties. These are the physical properties of Vata. Now if we look into the mental properties, then or the Manasik Guna, these are physical properties also means Sharirik Guna. But if we look into the Manasik Gun, then Rajogun is the property that is been possessed by Acharya by Vata dosh, and this is mentioned by Acharya Sushruta in Nidan Sthan. This is very important. Again, Acharya Chakrapani in his commentary have also mentioned again an additional feature, that is Adrishyata. Now, Adrishyata closely resembles that with Avya. Again, because Adrishya means which is not visible. So, it is somewhat same to that of Avya. Thus, we have known about the properties of Vata Dosha and about various scholars' opinion. Let's study the functions now. Acharya Charak in Shutrasthan 18th chapter have considered the following functions to be performed by Vata. That is, Utsaho Chwasanehi Shwasa Chesta Dhatu Gatihi Sama Samo Moksha Gati Matang Vayuhu Karma Avikarajam. Now again, let's do the Sandhi Vichit and understand each of the meaning of the word in detail. Firstly, Utsaho. The Sandhi here, Utsaho. What does Utsaho means? It means enthusiasm. Shwash means the inspiration. And Shwash means the expiration. Chesta. Now, chesta means the activities. Dhatu gatihi. Dhatu gatihi sama means it maintains the normal formation of dhatu and the normal speed of the formation of dhatus. And samo moksha gati matang. Moksha means to liberate, and thus it means samo moksha gati matang means elimination of waste products from the body. So these are the functions of Vata Dosh. And the last term, that is karma avikarajam. It is very important because karma avikarajam, again it is made up of two words. One is karma and is avikarajam. Now what does vikarajam and avikarajam means? Vikarajam means vitiated state and avikarajam means not vitiated. Thus the above mentioned functions, that is utsaho, shwas, dhatu gati, chesta, samo moksha, gati matang, these are the functions of Vata when it is in avikarajam avastha or the normal or in non-vitiated state. If the Vayu is in vikaric avastha or in vitiated state, then Vayu won't be able to perform these functions. This is very important. Acharya Vagbhat have also mentioned the functions of Vata Dosh, and those are exactly similar to that of Acharya Charaks. So we are not studying that in separate way. Now, lastly, let's know about the types of Vata. Acharya Charak in Chikitsa Sthan 28th chapter have said that Prana Udana Samana Vyakhyana Pane Sa Panchadaha means Pran Udan Saman Vyakhya Vyana Pane. So here there are five types of Vata, that is Pran Vayu, Udan Vayu, Vyan Vayu and Samana Vayu. And also the Apan Vayu, that is Apane. Again, Prana, Udan, Saman, Vyan and here Apan. Since it is a Sandhi here, so Apan. We should write as a Vyan Apane. So these are the five types of Vata that have been mentioned by Acharya Charak. You can also remember the name of these five Vata with the help of a mnemonics Puv Sa, where P stands for Pran, U stands for Udan, V stands for Vyan, S stands for Saman and A stands for Apan. Thus, the five types of Vata has also been explained. So that is enough for this video. We have studied just now about the nirukti, locations, properties, functions and the types of Vata. In the next part, we will be knowing about in details about each of the properties of the individual Vata in details. So that's it for this video, and if you have any query or doubt regarding this, do let me down in the comment section below. Thank you.